Oh well, hello there! Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time bumping on me, my name is Alex, and as you can see from the channel name, Alex in Malta. This channel is dedicated all about Malta. Guys, I came up with an idea to answer all the questions that are mostly asked on Google about Malta. I have my second phone over here, I have the questions prepared, and let's start. By the way, I want to do this video in one go. If there are any interruptions, we don't really care. Let's start. Question number one. What country owns Malta? Malta is not owned by any country. Malta is on its own, independent for quite some time. Number two. Is Malta Italy or Spain? None of them. As I said already in the first question, Malta is on its own. Is Malta Europe or Africa? Interesting question. Malta is an island between Europe and Africa as well. But it is in the European continent, and also it's in the European Union. Next question, is Malta a poor country? No, Malta is not a poor country, but it's so funny because you have areas which obviously are quite poor and areas which are quite expensive, I would say. Next question, is Malta a good place to live? Hold on a minute, Malta, it is a good place to live. However, you need to pay attention that this channel, as I said, it's all about Malta. Guys, have a look at the channel and then you'll find out whether Malta is a good place to live or no. Moving on, we have the next question, which is Malta safe? Yes, Malta it is a safe country, considering it's just a little island over here on the European Union. When something happens over here on the island, people are making it big. Even as small as crime. There are certain instances that they have happened in the last 8 years since I've been over here, and sometimes I'm questioning myself whether Malta is safe or no. But as I said, it's a tiny island and everything is regulated. With this being said, guys, people cannot run away. I mean, it's an island, the sea is all around over here, so the crime is very, very low. Next question is, where am I? What should I avoid in Malta? Public transport. What should you avoid in Malta? Public transport, I personally don't like it and I don't use it, and you should avoid it in summertime if you're in a rush, because most of the time either you're not gonna find a bus or the bus will just pass on because it's full. Next question is, do they speak English in Malta? 100% yes. Maltese is the official language over here. However, English is the second language that we all have to speak. Next question, is Malta very dirty? Well, have a look at the video, guys. No, it's funny because some areas are extremely dirty, like super dirty. Some areas are very clean and some, let's say, moderate. So on an overall level, I would say it's not dirty, but it's not clean either. It's somewhere in between. Yeah, that makes sense. Next one, do's and don'ts in Malta. I'm gonna do a dedicated video about this, but the very first thing that you should do in Malta is to visit Malta in May. Like right now, you can still go to the beach, you can swim, you can sunbathe, you can have fun, good food, restaurants, everything is open. Oh my god, my brain stopped. Brain freeze. All the shops are open and as well the nightlife is running. And the don'ts. A thing that you don't do over here in Malta is don't say anything bad about Malta in front of local people. Moving on, we have, what are the dangers in Malta? Construction. It's so funny because sometimes, guys, we have something on the news that Malta has really interesting kind of hazardous construction sites. Why? Well, I'll insert several shots somewhere over here on the screen, guys, so that you can understand what exactly is going on. Next question, is the sea cold in Malta? Yes, it is cold, but only during the winter time, especially in the months of December, January and February. Next question goes like, does it ever snow in Malta? Nope, it haven't snowed for a very long time, over maybe 4 decades or something like that. Can you drink the water in Malta? Yes, you can. It's not really recommended. It's not harmful. We use it for boiling water for tea, for coffee, but we don't really drink it. We buy bottled water. Next one is, Can you drink the water in Malta? Yes, this I answered. Alex. Does Malta get snow? This is the same repetitive question. Can you swim in the sea in Malta? 100% yes. You've seen what's going on down at the beach, but people do not swim over here, obviously, on bad weather days, and they don't swim in December, January, and February, or just the brave ones. Next one is, what language do they speak in Malta? Maltese, and as I said, English as well. And they do speak Italian. The older generations, they were really learning Italian language. Next one, what food is in Malta? You will find pretty much everything. Guys, it's 500,000 people living in Malta and 100,000 of them are not Maltese. With this being said, you have food from everywhere. A lot of different food choices you can find, but if the question is referring to local food, rabbit. Next one. What is the national drink of Malta? Kini. What meat do they eat in Malta? Pretty much everything, but as I said, rabbit meat. Rabbit is the delicacy of Malta. What time is dinner in Malta? Usually at 6:30 in the evening. What is Malta famous food? As I said, rabbit. Do they have a siesta in Malta? Well, they do have quite a lot of carnivals during the year. They do also have the local festas in every locality itself, which is predominantly in the summer period, and it lasts for like 2 whole months in each and every locality where they're doing a lot of fireworks as well. Next one goes, what is a good salary in Malta? Very subjective questions, guys, but I would say like 1,200 to 1,600. It's some kind of an average that you should be earning to say like it's a good salary, considering of the cost of living over here. But as I said, guys, you're gonna have to look at my channel to understand exactly what's going on over here on the island, comparing the cost of living and also the income. Moving on, still something considered with the salary and all of this is what jobs are in demand in Malta. I did a dedicated video about this. However, I would say that the sectors of iGaming, which is online casinos, financial services, accounts, and hospitality are all these sectors that the most job opportunities you guys will find. How much do you need to live comfortably in Malta? I did a whole dedicated video about this, and I'm gonna link it down in the description of the video and up over here so you can have a look at it. What is an average house price in Malta? Oh, very good question, but I would say somewhere around 200,000 euros. Is healthcare free in Malta? It is only if you're living over here and if you're working and paying taxes. Can foreigners buy property in Malta? Ta-da! You're looking at one. I did buy a property over here in Malta and I'm not Maltese myself. Next one is, how much is a 1-bedroom apartment in Malta? It all depends on the locality where you're buying and as well where it is, whether it's a penthouse 1-bedroom apartment or it is a maisonette. Is better to rent or buy in Malta? Well, if you are planning to live in Malta for a very long time, let's say if you're planning to live for 10 years plus, then definitely you should be buying something and not renting, because it's a waste of money at the end. Is Malta tax-free? No, it's not. People are paying social security and income tax as well. Funny questions. Is Malta cheaper than UK? Very interesting. It is cheaper. It's maybe like 10% cheaper. Does Malta have good beaches? In my opinion, only few. It's not like the spot for the best beaches in the Mediterranean island. It does have really nice beaches, but there are some beaches that are crap. How much is a pint of beer in Malta? It all depends if you're buying it in a local shop, if you're buying it in a restaurant, in a bar, wherever it is, but let's say somewhere between 2 euros and 4 euros. How much is a bottle of vodka in Malta? It all depends, the same as the beer. Can I live in Malta with a British passport? Yes, you can, but you need to go to Identity Malta to get your Maltese residence card. Can you sunbathe in Malta in March? Yes, definitely you can, in many of the days in March. What is the coldest month in Malta? I would say that year by year it's different. Sometimes it's December, sometimes it's January, sometimes it's February, but mostly in January. How long is the flight from UK? How long is the flight from the UK to Malta? Who's Googling this? It's around 3 hours, guys. 3:30, something like that. What kind of clothes do they wear in Malta? Clothes. Let's see, how many days in Malta is enough? I think this is for some people who would like to know when they're visiting the island as tourism. Well, I would say if you would like to experience only Malta, 7 days is enough, but if you would like to see Gozo as well, you need additional 2 days, so 9 days in total. Next we have, which is the best part of Malta to stay? It's very subjective. If you like crowds, if you like movements, where we are? St. Julian's. Also Sliema and Valletta, it's a place where you have a lot of boutique hotels, so if you're more of a kind of, let's say, historical person, someone who is into history, Valletta. Is Malta a cheap place to visit? No, it's not. Is alcohol cheap in Malta? Depends. We have quite a lot of offers in Pacheville, where is the nightlife, where you can get really good amount of alcohol for a very good, reasonable prices. Is Malta cheaper than Italy? Same level, I would say. I think Italy is a little bit more expensive. I mean, obviously, if you go in Capri, it's extremely expensive. Is Malta cheaper than Spain? Well, it is a little bit cheaper, but you know, it's Europe, it's like competitors of countries, so they try to have the same balance. You will find cheap hotels, expensive hotels, and some expensive Airbnb, luxurious penthouse and stuff like that. We have a few more questions. Is Malta cheaper than Greece? Yes. No, it's not. Greece is cheaper than Malta. Next question, what's Malta famous for? For Alex in Malta. For everything, for a lot of things. And I think I should do a dedicated video on this as well. Is Malta safe? This is a repetitive question. Can you walk around Malta in a day? Not really. People think that it's a small island, but the infrastructure as it is, no. You need 3 days to go all around the entire island on foot. What do we have else? Is tap water safe in Malta? This I already answered. Do you need a car in Malta? 100% yes. I would definitely suggest if you're moving to Malta to live, you need a car. But if not, no. If you're a tourist, you don't need to. We are coming to the end of the video, guys. Few more questions. The last 3. Is there a volcano in Malta? No, there isn't a volcano in Malta. Is Malta, what is the richest country in Europe? Why this is here? It's not Malta. I think people were Googling this and Malta was popping out. No, and the last one, is Malta a third world country? No, Malta is not a third world country. However, there is quite a big number of non-European Union citizens living in Malta, which are so-called third world nationals. I can't believe, guys, that we did this video in just one go without any interruption. I want to see what was going on while I was walking, whether people were making faces or no. But anyway, ta-da! We finished the video. If you enjoyed it, guys, please make sure to like it down below and don't forget to smash the subscribe button. And until I see you in my next one.